back.
No! God, please, no! No!
Again.
You gotta be freaking kidding me!
For season 3.
I don't understand.
The Multicoloured Talk Show with Steve Gerald and Eddie Hastings.
God help us all.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Saturday.
I've got to say it. I'm going to say good morning to Tom and Jeannie. They were waiting to see who I came out as. I've done this for them.
Yeah, and who are you?
I'm Ricky Fulton.
I have no idea who Ricky Fulton is.
I'm the Right Reverend Jolly from Lake Call.
Really?
Yes.
Do you know, you'll have to forgive my ignorance. I have no idea who you are.
Because you're assassinated, you've no idea.
I don't care.
We have different TV programmes in Scotland.
Where did you get the cross from?
That's a long story.
It is a long story. I've got time. Go for
I'm
your
not
life.
going to tell it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to jeopardise my church-going friends.
Are you not? Unbelievable. You are.
I tell you what's funny this morning. I went to Mercadona. This is a bit more crowds arriving at Mercadona around about 9.
Yeah, there are. That's quite
When I arrived, Eddie, and you won't believe what happened. This woman stopped me. She said, "Would you bless me shopping?" I didn't have the heart to tell her.
What did she have?
No, she had quite a lot. She had quite a lot. So
Bottles of water.
there was, it was water. It was all of groceries, and she just says to me, "Will you bless me shopping?"
Something wrong with you.
I didn't have the heart to tell her.
Yeah, you'll be done for impersonating a priest. You will.
Can you do that?
I don't know.
I think you get done for being a policeman,
I think you can, yeah.
not a priest.
Oh, well. So, very good morning, guys. Welcome. Let's just say hello to a few of our friends. Oh, they're coming on.
The
Already.
X-rated.
Jeff Fagan says you're the omen. Good morning, Jenny Prophet. Good morning, James Gerard. Good morning, Andy Budds, the
James
X-rated,
here.
the X-rated exorcist.
Yeah. I've got a big shopping list for James. And James, you tell me when you're coming over.
Yeah.
I've got a shopping list for you.
Right.
Did you see the stuff we got this week?
Oh, you got
I got 2
Yorkshire
bridies.
tea.
I got Yorkshire tea. I got 2 bridies. I got a bottle of gin. And last night I got 2 pies from Kilmarnock.
Kilmarnock pies.
Killy pies, Kilmarnock pies, yes.
Are they good?
They are the best. They're voted #1 pies in Scotland.
Well, at least in Kilmarnock.
Not in Scotland.
Staff's off.
Staff's off.
Staff, boy.
God bless you, merry gentlemen. She's off. I'll put my cross down. I don't want to get cross.
Lovely, that coming
I'm
out.
not.
Raymond.
I'm not telling the joke about the nuns in the car.
Why not?
You know the one I mean?
Yeah.
Show me a cross. They all know it. They all know it.
Oh, it's great though these days. You don't have to tell jokes. You just need the punchline.
Punchline. There's Raymond. Morning, Alki. Is he back to work yet?
I don't
I think
know.
Scotland's still in lockdown.
I have no idea. Do you want anything from Derbyshire next Saturday?
Tracy, I love a sausage from Derby.
James said, do you?
Yeah, they love a sausage in Derby.
James says he's coming in September, so get your list ready. You have noticed, people, that I don't have a list. I'm quite happy with what I've got. Just little me.
You don't need anything. You got me with the chicken shack.
Yeah, Raymond's working today.
Oh, well done. That's good. The LT's at work.
So it's been a long week, this one, from a cloudy, windy Newcastle. Good morning, Joseph. How are you, Joseph?
Well, Joseph, you seen the weather over here? Last night it was 26 degrees last night I went to bed. My goodness, the clima's gone.
Yeah, we're sat in the studio here. It's
lovely. And I've got a jacket on.
He's got a jacket on.
Yeah, because I want to be the character.
Yeah, but by the time this show's over, mate, you're just going to be dripping.
Yeah, oh, well, I'll have a bit of dripping, don't you?
Yeah, I'll do a bit of dripping. Now, I've got my glasses on today. Have you noticed?
Why?
Well, I've made some notes.
He has it all. In front of us.
Yeah.
He's got notes on it. I've got nothing.
He's got nothing.
Because I ad-lib. Eddie, I'm an ad-libber. So Stevie's tea
Don't read it out. Don't read it out. Don't say no more. Yeah. You should put your glasses on. Don't worry about it. It's one of them things. Guys, we've got a couple of great subjects today. Look at his face.
I don't know what it means.
Yes, you do.
Do I?
Remember the Elkie was an altar boy. Well, he's an altered boy. He is. But
he was as well. I'll tell you about the altar kid. He was an altar boy and he got sacked. You ever heard of an altar boy being sacked?
No.
He used to come home with like 20 quid after being the altar boy.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what the priest gave him 20 quid for.
No, I used to come home with 20 quid after being an altar boy.
Yeah, you got it, stole the money out of the till.
No, I didn't. We used to get paid for weddings.
Oh, weddings, yeah. You don't get paid being an altar boy.
Well, we used to turn up for the wedding and we used to get paid. All of the choir used to get paid.
No, in Scotland, they flung the money out the car, didn't they?
Yeah, well, I don't know, mate.
Yeah, they flung the money out the window and you had to fight for it.
I think I've only been to Scotland maybe twice, and twice I've been kicked out of the country.
I'm not surprised.
I'm
As
not
soon as we get
surprised.
independent, you need a bloody passport to get in.
Yeah. Well, this week we've got a walk around for you. We've got.
Yeah. I just hope and pray that he's cut the beginning out. Something happened at the beginning. I hope you have, Eddie. I told you. I asked you to.
When the walk around comes on, keep your eyes on the right hand side of the screen.
At the beginning.
And you'll see if I've cut it out or not. But there you go.
I'll go home.
You will. Well, that gives leave more room on the screen, wouldn't it? What can I say?
Right.
Where's you got a drink?
I've got my tea.
I ain't got one.
Stuff's gone now, isn't it?
Well,
You want to get your order in before they go.
Oh, for God's sake. Right. Well, listen, guys, we've got the walk around. We've got two great subjects this morning.
If I've got time.
Yeah, I think the first one is going to be, well, not controversial. Well, maybe it is. I don't know.
Well, yours is.
Yeah.
I have no idea what it is.
I don't know. But before we go anywhere else, boys and girls, sad time for us.
It's been a sad week, isn't it?
It has,
From
absolutely.
the beginning of the week
Yeah.
and the end of the week.
Yeah. So,
Isn't it?
We just like to say what a sad loss it was for us today, because unfortunately we lost our Joe Love, didn't we?
Certainly did.
Yeah.
I always remember when she arrived here, she was absolutely full of life.
Yeah.
And I always remember it was an entertainment which got agent, Barry Lucas,
Yeah.
and we looked at each other for, is she real? And she was absolutely mad.
She was just a ball of fun.
What else Anders needed at the time?
Yeah, I mean, the amount of time she's gone off up the road on the back of the bean wagon. On the back of the bean
Also,
wagon.
she fell out the window in Parisio Russian. She was when Legends is now Legends. That was a Heineken Piss or something it was
Yeah.
called, and that was one of her first Mannequin Piss.
Yeah.
And she was swinging. It was like,
Oh.
should we miss Eddie? And I tell you, there's not many people like Joanne
there's
Love,
not.
and that's
No,
the sad
it's,
thing, isn't it? She was just one in a million.
And she was a good friend to the Multicoloured talk show, as she was in the Chicky Shack in the 60s.
In
I remember the amount of times Paul, her son from TJ's, used to bring her down the steps into 60s, and she used to come and sing on karaoke for us.
Sailor, that was a song.
Oh,
Wasn't
Sailor,
it? Jesus.
stop your jet. Tings.
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 Yeah, and no disrespect to Paul from TJ's, but when TJ's in his day in the 90s, the police used to go mad because the cars couldn't come round that corner because there was that many people standing in the street.
I know.
I mean, Old Dogs New Tricks were first in there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of names here. Which got Baz
That's
Knight,
nice, yeah. Very polished.
John Sharples.
John Sharples.
They were all names in there. It was absolutely. You couldn't get in for love of money.
Leanne says she always remembers her white boots on Christmas Day. Yeah, brilliant. It is sad.
Character, yeah, and it's sad we're losing a few characters. Morning, John.
That's the way it goes.
Yeah.
But she will be missed.
And
It's very sad.
Very sad. And the other sad news we got, Eddie, you know, it's all over. It's all over the world. International news. It's hit international headlines
Well,
around
it was
the world.
only confined to us up until this week.
That's right. Yeah, in the UK, nobody knew what was going on. I was explaining to people over the last 4 weeks, wasn't it?
Mhm.
And unfortunately, I mean, I got it wrong.
You did.
I didn't want to get it wrong, Eddie.
No, but I thought you called it right all the way down the line, but sadly you didn't. And
We're talking about
two
all
little girls.
little Anna and Olivia. They've got the 6-year-olds.
Yeah.
A lot of movement yesterday, Eddie. The police have locked it down. It's a press lockdown. They've closed the Santa Cruz Marina Harbour. The cameras cannot see what's going on. There's the boats been in and out a few times last night. Helicopter went out twice last night. The robot went down, so they found something, but we don't know. Nothing's been on the news this morning to actually what they found. But that boat, Eddie, a lot of people don't know that boat was only lent to the Canadian government, to the Guadalquivir here till Monday,
Yeah. And they've extended it now.
and it was going Monday, Eddie.
Yeah.
And they unfortunately found the body, and so they're staying until they find it, and it's just horrendous.
It is.
How sick a person could do that. And I was reading an article in Spanish, and it was saying the man was sick, and he was trying to do what happened to the McCanns, Madeline, never
Yeah.
find the bodies.
Yeah.
You know, if you find somebody dies, you can have the funeral and say goodbye to them. But you never find those bodies.
There's no closure.
There's no closure, and that's what he was wanting, there to be no closure. 'Cause he thought for 1 minute they would never find those bodies, Eddie.
Well, there you go.
So they'll continue. I'll tell you what happens next week. Maybe it'll be on the news of the next part of it.
It is sad. So we've had quite a sad week here. But by the other side of the coin, things do seem to be picking up somewhat. You know, I mean,
People arriving.
there are people arriving.
Have we got it right again, Eddie? I got it right. I said people arriving, no test.
Yeah.
Through the airport. Never ask QR code. That's obviously been doing that for over a year. Not asking where you're staying.
Yeah.
Have you got sausages in your bag?
Yeah.
Have you got any money?
Yeah.
They just buy QR code, stamp passport, on you go.
I think the problem is when they go back, isn't it? Because they've still got to self-isolate, test
So that's the problem's going. There's no problem coming in, Eddie. As the people you know and I know have been arriving, they're going to stay for a month or two.
Mind you, I was reading the news the other day, and it looks like the UK could be heading for its third lockdown. I mean, all because of the Indian variant. Oh, sorry, we can't call it the Indian
They're
variant.
not allowed.
It's the Delta variant.
You're not called Indian anymore.
I don't know, it's just seemed to have changed its name from the Indian variant.
Oh, right.
To
It's only
Delta.
racist in Indian, isn't it?
I don't know.
Like the Indians.
I don't know what's going on.
Wanting. Can you say that?
I don't know.
I just did.
You just did, didn't you? Can't take that back, can you? Right, should we get on to my subject?
We're going to run out of time today, aren't we? I
We are.
got a funny feeling, Eddie.
I've got a foot. I'm just.
What we call in the business a Marty Pello feeling.
Yes. Oh, look. She will have sausages in her bag next week.
Oh, Tracy. Oh, I love it. It can be a lovely. And Mercadona doing beautiful soft morning rolls.
Oh, yeah, that 35 cents.
35 cent, called
35
Cristal.
They're
They
great.
go very quick though.
Yeah.
They go very, very, very quick.
It's cute when they come out.
And
of the
yeah, they're all bum, bum, bum.
Unbelievable.
Eddie, you can't beat one of them. Bit of butter, sausage, bit of brown sauce, and off you go.
Right, listen.
And a couple of Yorks. Oh, Jesus! A couple of Yorkshire tea.
He's throwing tea everywhere on electrical equipment. I'm going to ban that from the studio, I'll tell you.
Oh, never did that in the radio, weren't we allowed, were we?
No, you'll be sitting there going,
It's your bloody mat. It's
No,
stuff.
not. Oh, blame me, I don't care.
Right, what's your subject? This will be a laugh. Get ready, boys and girls.
I'm just going to turn this to full screen just for a second, because I want to put something behind us. Now,
Oh, sorry, Eddie. It won't be the first time I've had something behind me.
look at the colour of this. Look at the colour of this.
I don't know what your subject is. Always having to do with sex. I'm dressed as a priest
No.
for Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
My subject is very, very serious, and
Oh.
I just want to know what's happened to the world, the UK in general. I know you don't know what I'm talking about.
No idea. Generals, captains.
But I've been watching, I read the news every morning on several of the newspapers that are online,
Online.
and I cannot, for the life of me, get my head around this. Now, this has happened all in 1 week. Teenagers shot in the head, right, in London, dies as police launch murder probe. This one, boy 15 dies after broad daylight stabbing following a fight near the school. This one, knife victim 30, fights for life. He subsequently died after being stabbed in front of horrified shoppers, and it goes on and on and on and on. And you know, it's just like, to me, I have to say, it's almost like nowhere safe. You know the old saying where, when I was a kid, you used to go out and leave your door open and the milkman would come in and take his money. You can't do that now. You can't even go out to your house, because particularly if you're a young man or a young girl going uptown, when I grew up, right, we used to have a fight, you used to have a disagreement
Did
with
you
someone.
fighting?
Well, yeah, everybody does when they're kids.
Oh, I didn't fight. I was a runner.
No, but you see, the thing is, you'd have a fight with somebody, and you would beat them, and then you would extend your hands, and you would lift them off the ground, and you'd take them out for a soft drink, or if you were a bit older, a bit. It doesn't happen now. It does not happen now. Kids are carrying knives, and you know, you only carry a knife for one reason, and nobody in this world can tell me it's to protect yourself. You carry a knife to inflict damage on somewhere else, right?
The problem is, if somebody's going out with a knife, they'll carry a knife because they know someone's going to attack them with a knife.
Yeah, but you know, it's nobody carrying a knife, or if it was illegal to carry a knife, or whichever. I know it's illegal to carry a knife before you say that. But the thing is, you've got kids murdering kids. These little snippets that I've just shown you, they were 2 from the 9th of June and 1 from the 11th of June. And in the space of a week, you've got 3 kids that have lost their lives because of stupidity, right? Now, who is raising these people? Who is raising these people? I mean, when I grew up, if you misbehaved, your dad would clip you, the teacher would clip you, the cop would clip you. But now you can't do it because the do-gooders have stopped it. It's gang culture, and it just doesn't wash with me. I'm over the moon my son's been raised here. Because...
You raise me up.
Yeah, I tell you. You see, the problem is there's no deterrence.
We don't really have that as bad over here, Eddie.
No, we don't.
We're talking UK, aren't we? And also in America and a few other countries as well. But are we specialising in the UK here?
Yeah, I would say so.
It seems very out of control. Well, Eddie, you remember when you were a kid and I was a kid, we had what you call bobbies on the beat.
Yeah.
There's no bobbies on the beat.
No.
So the bobby on the beat would see me, "Oi, Steve, come here," because he know my parents, my father. Say, "What's happening?" You won't believe it. That Brian McLaughlin's been stealing apples from Mr. Johnson's garden.
Yeah.
I'll have a word, Stevie. So the police, "Hey, you, come here. If I see you again in Mr. Johnson's garden stealing apples, I'll clip you by the ear."
Yeah, but you see, in them days, there was a respect for the police. And we have a respect here.
Yeah,
We have a respect.
There's no respect already.
No, not whatsoever.
No.
And apart from anything else, right, if somebody goes out and murders someone else, one of his peers, one of the 14-year-old peers, 15, 16, whatever age, right, what happens to them? They go to prison.
2 years.
They go to 2 years.
Yeah,
right?
Eddie, you know the one story I always remember that's always in my head, when they killed that little boy, those 2 boys.
Oh, the Bulger case.
Yeah, and they're out.
Yeah.
They're out, Eddie.
Yeah.
They're free.
But there is
That
no,
I don't understand in a society. They're free.
there's no deterrence. I mean,
No.
question. I mean, should we bring hanging back? Or maybe not hanging, because maybe that's a
In
little
America, electrocute them.
Yeah, or...
In Bali, shoot them.
Yeah, but the thing is...
Thailand, shoot them.
Yeah, but the thing is, in the UK,
No
there is
deterrent.
no deterrent not to kill. I can't work it out, man.
You know my problem, Eddie, is, and I'm sure everybody out there agrees with me, because they always agree with me, you ever notice that?
Yeah.
The problem is, Eddie, the deterrent, right? Look at a prison in Yorkshire. Look at a prison in Bolivia.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh.
I wouldn't blink an eye going to prison in Yorkshire. It'd be a nice little break.
Yeah,
3 meals a day, Sky TV,
Yeah.
gymnasium,
Yeah,
meeting all my friends,
Yeah.
play pool.
yeah,
Lovely, isn't it?
yeah.
You see the prisons in Bolivia? Have you seen them? There's no food.
I mean,
You've got to supply your own food. You die in there, Eddie. You will die in there. If they don't kill you, you'll come out with AIDS.
Yeah, the thing is though, right,
That's a proper prison.
I do realise that they've got prisons in Bolivia and they've still got drug lords and they've still got murders and they've still got killings, right? But if there is no deterrent, what is that? I mean, question, what went wrong? What went wrong?
No, Eddie. The reason they still carry on criminals in like a country like Bolivia, right, for example, is because they've no option, right?
Mhm.
There's no work, there's poverty, etc., etc. In the UK, my God, there's options there.
Yeah,
There are options, Eddie.
there are
A
loads
million
of
options. Even the UK. Do you know this, Eddie? If you're an alcoholic, you can get prescription alcohol on prescription.
Yeah.
You get cigarettes on prescription.
You get
So-
drugs on prescription.
Yeah, so there's help there. You know what I mean? But I'm saying the prisons in the UK are too lenient.
Yeah, well, no, the entire system in the UK is too lenient. Do you know what I think? If I had to highlight what went wrong, I think it comes down to about 2 or 3 things, right?
Right.
Firstly, they stopped conscription into the army.
Oh, you're going back a bit now, Eddie.
Well,
Do you
it don't
remember
matter.
that?
It
I
doesn't
don't
matter.
remember it.
It
I
doesn't-
went on to join the army.
No, before you didn't have a choice.
Well, I
You
wouldn't
had
have
to.
done it. I wouldn't have done it. They still do it in Thailand.
Yeah, you would have been what's called.
That's why there's a lot of ladyboys, you know that?
Yeah, you would have been called a conscientious objector.
Now, how do I join the army?
You would have had no choice. But you
I would
see,
have ran away.
yeah, well, that would have been. That would have found you.
They would have found me. I've been Tenerife.
Yeah, nobody finds anybody here.
No, they bloody no.
Well, the thing is, when conscription stopped, you also stopped putting people into an environment that had got a discipline where they were taught, and also,
Tracy Fagan's saying that bring back national service.
there you go, and also, right, You were taught a trade. When they stopped conscription, there was no trades being taught to people. And you know, then that way the UK economy came into demise because the skills weren't passed on. Another thing, like we were just talking about, capital punishment. Well, yeah, because I'm incensed by the news, right? Capital punishment, apprenticeships. Apprenticeships. You see, all the skills that the UK had, right? They're not being passed on by the older generation who knew how to conduct themselves, who had the skills, not being passed on. And another thing, and this is going to wind people up, easy divorce. Easy divorce. You see, before, when you were married, it was like a big news thing to get divorced.
Was it?
And then the courts turn around and says, right, the kids will be better with the mums. They need the mums. But when you took the dad out of the picture, you say, 14-year-old boy growing up, right? Mum's not going to control him like your dad would.
So you trying to tell everybody don't get divorced?
Well, you shouldn't. I mean, I've been divorced a few times, but the thing is,
have you?
I'm sensible about it.
Oh, I didn't know that, really.
Yeah.
It was all coming out in the wash today,
Oh,
innit?
yeah, absolutely.
I've never been divorced. I've only been married once.
Holly and I have been together 24 years now,
All right.
which is like nearly a quarter of a century.
That's a long time. Not a lot of people make that.
But I'm just thinking to myself, my son's grown up here in Tenerife, right? He's grown up in a much safer environment. Holly was talking to one of our family members the other day, and he's a 17-year-old lad, 18-year-old. I'm not going to mention who he was, but he said, do you know, I don't want to go out at night time. I don't want to go out at night time. It's not scared. It's always being wary and looking over your back, because people are attacking people
For no reason.
For no reason.
You see it on YouTube. I watch things on YouTube, the news there, and it's just horrendous. People fighting.
Well, it's not just that. Somebody's filming these fights that you watch.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kids are there going, knock him out and I'll film it. I go, what sort of
Right.
mentality